What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Happy Monday. You guys are probably going to hear some rain outside because it's still raining here. Luckily, it doesn't look like it rained much last night, so it looks like the waters went down a little bit, but we're going to get some orders shipped out. We lost power for like 2 hours yesterday, but luckily we got it back. I was able to ship out all the Whatnot orders from this weekend, so if you bought something on Whatnot, all of your orders have shipped. I might actually have to drive all the orders to the post office today because I feel like if I leave them outside, they're going to get all wet. So that's something I have to build into the schedule. But we're going to be shipping out orders today. I had 28 orders over the weekend. I listed a ton over the weekend. And then, of course, we got the TJ Maxx and Marshall stuff we're going to be listing over the next few days. So next weekend sales should be really, really good. I'm looking forward to next weekend sales. So thanks for the tip. Yes. Hopefully you guys got some good stuff at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. You can still find some stuff. I had people DMing me over the weekend saying that they found Vilebrequin shorts, or however you say that name. They still found those at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Another person said they were finding some cashmere Peter Millar sweater, or not Peter Millar, Polo Ralph Lauren sweaters, the washable cashmere ones, which go for like $100. They were picking those up for like 30. So there is still tons of stuff out there. You just got to get out and go check your local TJ Maxx and Marshalls. What's up, everybody? What's up, Brittany? What's up, Trisha? How's the weather? Just raining right now. Not really any damage, just like down tree limbs and stuff like that, normal stuff. So nice stack of boxes behind you. Yes, those are all the Whatnot orders going out the door. Appreciate, again, everybody who came out. That was a really, really fun, really successful Whatnot show, and we'll do another one probably in 2 weeks. Probably not this weekend. If we do one this weekend, it's just going to be like I was saying on the Whatnot show, it's all the stuff that we bought out from another, from like an estate. So that's not like super crazy stuff, but you guys will be able to get deals on that. So possibly do that this weekend, possibly, but I'm not sure. So will you share how you find when they have their sales? Yes, I'll talk about that in the YouTube video. I'll share a little bit right now. To be honest, it's random. There's no set date every year, but it's around the same times every year. So it's end of summer sale, and then it's the end of winter sale. Basically, they clear out their winter stuff before summer stuff starts coming in, and they're going to clear out their summer stuff before winter stuff comes in. So it's different times every year. It's not going to be the same date. Like next year, it's not going to be whatever it was, the end of July, like July 29th or whatever. It's not going to be that exact date. It'll move around. So is it still raining there? Yes, it's still raining. There's a band that just came through. I was literally just about to go live, and I couldn't go live because it was pouring outside. You guys would have heard the rain the whole time. So SDS, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Driving and listen to the live. Appreciate you listening. Hi, Kayla. Kayla's in the other room. She's working on putting inventory away because the kids' school's closed today. The little one's school's closed today, so she's got to watch him. So she's doing a little bit of inventory too. You see her walking in the background right there. So what is a Whatnot show? Nancy, if you go to one of my posts last week, like 3 days ago, I put out a Whatnot post, and it has a link in there. If you sign up through the link, you get $15 off your first purchase. It's an auction site, so we auction everything off starting at $1. So all the same brands you see here, we auction on that Whatnot show. So go sign up, go get your free $15. You can watch it on the computer, or you can watch it on the Whatnot app, both Whatnot app. All right, let's get started. We have a few orders going out, not as much as previous weekends, but it was still good. Really weren't focused on much. We just sold something on eBay. Wasn't focused on much. Well, we did list a lot, but we weren't focused on that much on listing because we had the storm and everything. So first item that sold is just a simple Lacoste polo. Picked this one up for $8.56. This only sold for $17. This is a very old listing, so I just wanted to get this gone, so I took that best offer and moved it out super quick. If you guys are hanging out in the chat, make sure you're liking the live wherever you're watching, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. And then let me know down in the comments how your sales were this weekend. Were they slow? Were they good? If you sold something really cool, drop it in the chat. I'll read it out as we are packing up orders. Should be a pretty quick, easy live. Did you pick up brands like G4? Yes. If I found any G4 clearance, I would pick it up. Smaller sizes? No. Pretty much, and I'll explain this in the YouTube video. I'll talk about it right now too. When I go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls during these clearance events, I skip over the men's small section. The only time I'll go through the men's small section is if I see a lot of patterned Peter Millars. So it's like the only brand that I'll pick up that are size small. G4 possibly if it's cheap enough, and it's like a patterned polo. But pretty much if I go through the medium, larges, XLs, 2XLs, and I don't find much, that I skip over the entire small section. Because back in the day, my biggest mistake was I used to always buy from the smalls and extra smalls, and those would be the items that sat the longest. And I learned my lesson. So now I just go straight to the mediums and work from the mediums on. So Red Van Lee Nua tags, possibly. If it was a size small, I might pick that up too. I only found one Red Van Lee though. One Red Van Lee out of 31 stores. Is this a good time to post hunting vests? Hunting vests sell all year round. Middle of summer, middle of winter, you can sell hunting vests all year round. So I found a few things at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but getting low ball offers, that's fine. Just this is another thing I'll explain in the video. With those type of items that you're picking up for TJ Maxx and Marshalls, you either have to be first to the market or you got to sit on them the longest. This, when I buy right now, I'm thinking Christmas. I'm not thinking selling these in a week. I'm thinking I'm gonna have all this new with tag inventory in my eBay inventory, so that way when Christmas time comes around, I'll be able to sell a ton of stuff. That's what I'm thinking when it comes to the yellow tag event. So I'll explain that in the video too. So, what's up, Roger? Medium and up, nice. You got a good store. Sometimes you find like one store that gets a ton of like really good stuff. Using tax. Do you recommend using a tax and not paying sales tax? If you have a sales tax exemption form, then yes, you do that at TJ Maxx and they'll accept it. We didn't have to worry about that because last week it was tax free here in Florida for all clothing, so we didn't have to worry about like messing around with giving them sales tax and stuff like that. They do it every year for a week in Florida where it's tax free week for back to school. Next sale was this Viore women's large sweatshirt. Picked this up for $18.73. I think of last week, and it sold for $40. Really quick sale. I sold a Billy Puppet doll replica from Trick or Treat Studios for $239.99 plus shipping. Holy cow! I probably would have passed that up 100%. What's up, Susie? That's something I definitely would have passed up. How long did it take to get your very first eBay sale? It didn't take me long at all because I sold something that has a really high sell-through rate. If you list stuff that has high sell-through rates, you expect them to sell really fast. So it didn't take me long. And then I started selling items around my house, and those started selling pretty quickly too. So it didn't take me long, not long at all. If you're listing stuff that's actually selling and you're doing your research and you're figuring out how to list items properly at the prices you should be listing them at. You need to look at what's listed and what's sold and what things are selling for on eBay, and that'll tell you what to list them at. Next up, let's get through these Poshmark sales really quick. This is an Eileen Fisher wide leg pair of pants. Picked these up for $6.42. These sold for $20 over on Posh. A lot of bread and butter this weekend. Not a lot of crazy sales. I don't think we had anything like super crazy. Just a lot of bread and butter, but I'll take it. Nice easy weekend. Actually nice not to have like 50 orders going out because I already packed up a ton yesterday. I packed up all those whatnot orders, so I don't really feel like I don't feel like packing that much today. And then today's going to be a listing day, getting a bunch listed that we need to get out. Last Poshmark sale is this Ralph Lauren shirt. You probably saw it from one of my recent videos. I picked this up for $13.89. I did pay up for it, but this is a good pattern, and it's a men's 3XLT, so it's a good size, good pattern. Paid $13.89, pre-owned condition, short sleeve, sold for $30. So I had it listed for $35. I got a $30 offer, so I just took it. So, what's up, Donna? What are your daughters doing? Did they start school? They start school on not today, but next Monday. So those were just okay. Not a lot of pricey stuff. Had lots of company not paying attention to my store there. That's fine. Hey, it's end of summer. End of summer, you should be paying attention to company and relaxing, and then in the next few weeks it'll start heating up. Sales will start happening. They'll start happening. All the people that were complaining about summer slowdown, they're gonna be like, "What summer slowdown? I wish it would slow down." All right, next up is some Depop sales. I actually sold 3 things on Depop like back to back this weekend, so I was pretty surprised about that. This is a pair of 7 for All Mankind jeans. Picked these up for $8.56 and these sold for $22. Remember, Depop doesn't have seller fees except for a transaction fee. So pretty much when I sell something for like 22, I'm getting $22 for it. So I will take that. Let me find. Did I just take the label? No, those are on Mercari's. Hold on. I went out of order. Verity, there it is. Grab those. Put these on top. All right, this is gonna go ground advantage. So I'm gonna grab a poly bag. These are gyro packs. I have these linked in my bio if you need some cheap poly bags. If you're watching, actually nobody's watching on TikTok, so if you're watching on any of these platforms that you're watching on, go to my link tree in my bio, and if you use my code at gyropack.com, you get 10% off your first order. So if you need some cheap poly bags that are good, they're durable. I use them for all my orders. Use that link, get that free 10% off, I think it is. All right, there's that first Depop order. Second Depop order is a men's Faraday polo. This thing sold within like an hour after I cross-listed it to Depop this weekend. With this polo, we paid $8.56, and this one sold for $22.50. And again, no fees or anything like that. So pretty much made $22.50 with just that transaction fee, that like dollar transaction fee. This one's just going to slide in. If I can get it to slide in. Stuck. The corner of the stickiness was still sticky. There we go. Now we're good. Slide in. So with Poshmark orders, what up, Robert? With Poshmark orders, you saw that I use those tie-back envelopes. With Depop, Mercari, and eBay, I'm going to use mostly the gyro packs because Poshmark, you get priority mail labels, whereas these, you get ground advantage labels. So those go into those. Last sale, I don't know if I can fit this in a bag. I might have to put this in a box. Maybe I can fit it in a bag. This is a men's Woolrich sweater. This is a Woolrich sweater. I had like 20 offers on Depop on this. Finally, somebody offered and actually paid. I don't know why people do that on Depop, but they do. Paid $6.42 for this one, and it sold for $22.50. $22.50. I'm just gonna slide this into a envelope because if I put it in a bag, I don't know if it's gonna fit in here. So I'm just gonna slide an envelope. I'm gonna do Surf's Up method. Surfs, I hope you're watching this. Actually, he might still be live. Surfs might still be live. Slide this in. There we go. Yeah, if I put it in a bag, I don't even know if this would fit in one of my clear bags. So, Rip Surf Depop. Yeah, I heard he got bananaed on Depop. I hear a lot of people get bananaed on Depop though. So those were probably last week, but the weekend pick up nicely. Nice. Yeah, last week I actually had some decent sales, and then the weekend was slow for me, so it was opposite. Yeah, I heard Surf's lost his Depop. Depop's a weird platform. If you sell anything on Depop, you could get banned. It's so weird. Surf's got banned for, I think he said because people were complaining their packages weren't delivered, even though he shipped them, and even though they had shipping delivery confirmation. And then after the third one, Depop just was like, all right, you're not shipping your items, we're going to ban you. It's like, what? It says delivered through the post office, but that's Depop, so I don't know how y'all keep getting banned. I'm not getting banned on Depop. Bearded selling weapons, that's how he gets banned on Depop. Alright, this one, ground advantage, we got it to fit. And it is shipped. See? Nice little package. Alright, now on to some Mercari sales. I'm actually going to get this one out of the way first, so let me find this label. There it is, right there. Alright, so this is a marine layer, and it's like a teddy sweater. It's in there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Big old teddy sweater. Pick that up for $8.03, and that one sold for $23. And on Mercari, there is no transaction fees or fees for sellers. So basically, that's the profit I made. I made about $20 in profit on this sale. I think I bought this at Red, White, and Blue during a live thrift. So, which platform protects sellers the most? I would say eBay. They all have good seller protections. I think Depop is probably the worst though. Depop is definitely the worst. Maybe it's people who sell like items and don't like the competition. Could be, or people just stealing items. They're saying that they're not delivered even though they are delivered because they want to steal them. Because Depop has a lot of Depop has a lot of younger kids on there that probably don't care if they steal. So, yeah. I think that's what it is. It's just kids. Kids are like, oh, I can get this for free if I just say it wasn't delivered. And Depop doesn't like follow their accounts or anything like that. So, poor serves. Poor serves. Next up, this is a Polo Ralph Lauren XL. This is a ski shirt. It's got a big ski hit on the back. I picked this up retail arbitrage, and I paid $16.05 for this, and this sold for $32. So pretty much doubled my money on that. Little under double my money on that one. Good sale right there. Retail arb. Like that Poshmark. Is a stickler for returns? Yes, I like that too. Poshmark doesn't really allow returns unless you make it like a egregious mistake. There are ways around it though. I've had people get returns that shouldn't have got returns. Basically just like, you know, this doesn't fit. And then they're like, sorry, you can't return something for a fit issue. And then they're like, well, this had a stain too. And I was like, oh, now you found a stain. After you can't return it for fit issues, now you're looking for stains. That makes perfect sense. All right, next up we got another Polo Ralph Lauren sale. It's this one right here. This is Polo Ralph Lauren. It's just a red green plaid shirt. Picked this up for $8.03. This one sold for $19. That is another Mercari sale, so no fees on that one. Good little sale right there. If you guys are hanging out and you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. I know there's lots of new people hopping in, especially over on Instagram. So if you have any questions for me about reselling or anything like that, anything you were thinking about asking, you should ask now because I can answer it live. I give you a live response. What eBay store do you guys have, please? We have the one that gives us 10,000 listings per month. I don't know which. I think it's the 3rd tier. I've had it forever, so I never check it, and I pay yearly for it. So, yeah, the third tier. So, have you started listing fall winter? No, we're gonna start listing fall winter near the end of this month. Beginning of September usually is where we start listing those. End of August, beginning of September. We actually have to go through our storage unit. Probably gonna do that once we get through all this TJ Maxx and Marshall stuff. I got the hiccups. Next up. Brand new tag Rock Revival jeans. You guys have seen these a couple times. You're going to keep seeing them because I still have like 50 pairs of these. I bought these retail arbitrage online. So online arbitrage. I paid $48.13 a piece. And now a lot of people will be like, I never pay $48. For Rock Revival jeans, that's a no-brainer. These sold, I took a best offer of $83. Mercari is the only platform that I would go that low on these because I know there's no fees. So I know I'm going to make about $30-something profit on each one of these. eBay, Poshmark, Depop. Well, Depop I'll take a little bit of lower offer too. But eBay, Poshmark, for these I would take only about $100 for these. So the person who bought them on Mercari got lucky because Mercari doesn't have any fees. So I took that offer, again, $48.13 into $83. Really good sale. How many listings do you do per day? So we try to do 20 to 30 per day. 20 to 30 per day. Trish, I'm ignoring your comment. 20 to 30 per day is what we do. This week might be a little different because I'm pretty much going to list everything that Mom and Kayla gets listed this week is going to get listed ASAP. So if Mom and Kayla do like 30 in one day and then 35 the next day, I'm going to list everything because I want to try to get all this TJ Maxx and Marshall stuff up. Do you have a good ROI on men's Rothy's? Men's Rothy's? I've actually never found a pair of men's Rothy's, but I'm sure that they sell well. All Rothy's pretty much sell well. So as long as you can get them for a good price, I'm sure you can make some good money on men's Rothy's. Does Rothy's make men's shoes? I didn't know that. I know they make women's, obviously. I didn't know they made men's. Pick up Big Star jeans. I saw a bunch at Big Star men's. I'll pick up Big Star women's. No. So I found 3 at the Yellow Tag sale. You found 3 Rothy's? You found Rothy's at the Yellow Tag sale? Holy cow! I skipped over the shoe section in some stores, and now I'm thinking I should have looked at the shoes. Crap. Men's Rothy's. Wow. At a Yellow Tag sale. I'm sure you're gonna make good money, especially new with tags. I will say this. With the shoes at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, make sure you check the bottoms. If they have a little in-store try-on wear, just wipe them down with like a baby wipe or like a wet cloth or something to get that dirt off. Because if you sell them like that and they have a little bit of staining or a little bit of dirt on the bottom from in-store try-ons, then you might get a return for, item not as described. So just be careful with that. That happens a lot with TJ Maxx and Marshalls. A lot of the stuff on my back wall that you guys see, I have to wipe all those down because they have in-store try-on where the inside's perfectly fine. It's just the bottoms. The stores don't really clean their floors very well, so as soon as somebody tries them on, they just get a little dirty. So just be careful with that. We have a team of 3. Yes, we have a team of 3. Team of 3. I got G4 golf cleats at TJ. Yeah, I was jelly. Somebody texted me and showed me that they found G4 in the box. In the box. I was like, man, I didn't find any crazy shoes like that. The craziest pair of shoes that I found were probably, I found these at one store. I forgot what I paid. This one doesn't have the sticker on it, but I found these. These are Nike ACG boots. These always do really well. I don't know if the colorway for these are going to do as well as like the solid black colorway does, but these are all like the suede going down the side. I got 3 of these. 3 of these, right? Yeah. No, 4 of these at the same one store. I've only found these at one store. I think I paid like $38 a piece for these, and they go for like $100. So that was like my best shoe find. All of those at the same store. And then I got some of these. So this was a cool little find. Again, I only found these at one store, but these are Adidas NMDs. The only issue was they had like 10 pairs of these at one store, but they were all the same size. They were all size 8, so I only took 2 of them because I didn't want to sit on 10 pairs of size 8s. So I picked up these right here, and I tried to pick up the ones that were clean on the bottom, so this one doesn't have any in-store try-on wear. But these are a good size. They're size 8, but only found these at one store out of 30 plus that I went to. And then I think I found a pair of UFOs too that I bought, but they're not up there for some reason. So yeah, how you find those Peter Millar belts. Check multiple TJ Maxx. Only saw Timberland. Yeah, so Bold North, I went to 31 stores and I only found them at 2 out of 31 stores. So that's how I found those. I went to multiple stores. Facebook couldn't show me the live, guessing because of the storm. It should be good. I mean, maybe just your Facebook, but over there, everybody else is on Facebook. They're watching. I missed it. What were those suede boots? Nike ACG. Nike ACG. I think they're called Gundam boots or something like that. But yeah, they're a good pair. Good pair of boots. I've sold those previously in the black leather pair, but I think those suede ones will do just as good. And that's another thing I might have to sit on for a little bit before it sells, but I'm okay with it. First sale is this men's J. Crew blazer. This is we paid $803 for this, and it sold for $85. $85. When is the clearance start? The clearance started last Monday. Again, they're going to keep clearancing things down. They're probably actually marking things down again today because they're going to use the next 2 to 3 weeks to try to clear out all that clearance at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So if you went to one but the prices weren't good enough on some lower end stuff, you might want to pop back in over the next couple days and just check whenever they do the next clearance markdown. So all those shoes on the back wall. So the ones over here, those are all pre-owned. Those are all thrift store pickups. The ones to the right are thrift store pickups. The ones in the middle are all from TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They'll all be brand new. So that wall used to be filled with brand new shoes, but we sold them all on Whatnot. We had a big show 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, and we sold all the shoes on one show. All right, this is just going to go into a gyro pack. It's going to ship out for £2. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I don't think I missed any questions. I hope I didn't. If I missed your question, feel free to comment it again. I'll get to you. Oh, I could have put this in a have this set to priority shipping. I should have put this in a regular bag. Tyvek envelope. Oh well, I wasted one of my own bags. Has the clearance sale always been around the same time? Yeah, it's 2 times a year. It's the beginning of the year and the middle of the year. They're different dates though, so it's just random. It's never the same date. Last 2 years, it's been here in Florida. It's been when they do their sales tax exemption week. That's when we get hit with it. So, what's up, Susie? How scary is doing a Whatnot show? Not scary for us because I'm doing lives. I do lives all the time, so it's just like I'm live right now. To be honest, once you do it a couple times, you'll see it's not that scary. Like I'm talking to like 100 people right now. There's 100 people between both platforms, and it's not scary at all because I'm just talking to my phone. That all I see is myself. I don't see you. So have you looked into the Jamble app? Jamble actually reached out to me, and they wanted me to do a show over there. And Jamble is a very Jamble seemed nice at first. They reached out to me. They wanted to talk to me. They wanted to do a deal with me where they paid me to do a show over there, because I told them, like, look, if my prices aren't good, I have consigners. I have to get paid. I had to get paid certain price per piece because I had to be able to pay my consigners, and I was going to work out a deal with my consigners where I just paid them ahead of time and they let me use their items on Jamble. Jamble was great. They were talking to me. They were trying to tell me all this stuff that they were going to do for me, and then they ghosted me. So Jamble, if you're listening, you ghosted me. It was so funny because they were so ready to like, oh, we're going to give you a $20 code to give to your buyers, and we're going to give you $5 for every code you convert, and we're going to pay you to do a show, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, cool, that sounds great. I'm going to give it a try. And then they stopped talking. So Jamble, I don't know what happened, but I was going to do a show over there. Now I'm not really interested because we're doing Listed, but yeah, crazy platform. The thing that didn't really work for Jamble, that's like I'm seeing with Listed, but Listed is starting to get the Android rolling out for everybody, is Jamble doesn't have Android, and Jamble has no clue when Android's going to come out. Whereas Listed, the guys over at District, they're trying to get Android out ASAP. Jamble just doesn't care about Android users. So, and they have no website, so you can only sell to iPhone users. Doesn't make any sense. I heard they have a toxic environment. Yeah, for Jamble, yeah. Well, Jamble's whole business model, and this is what I was trying to explain to them, is their business model is to have people sell on their platform that sell $1 to $3 items. That's all they care about, is people that go to the bins, they buy from the bins. Before, they didn't have a seller fee, so those people would buy from the bins and sell their items for $1 and make like 20 cents on every item they sold. And that was their business model. I told them they should be focusing on sellers that sell things for 20, 30, 40 bucks a piece, like we do on our Whatnot shows. And they were like, oh, that sounds great. We want to have you on. And then they just ghosted me. So Surf said, add Kayla to more shorts. Yes. If you guys didn't see my video on Facebook with Kayla on it, has 800,000 views this morning. So yeah, I guess I wasn't there. I feel like the only male reseller over there. I know it's all female resellers over there too. They have no real, like, many male resellers, and it's all girls selling like Lululemon, and they're selling Stanley cups. That's it. How their knowledge works is iPhone users equals paid bills. Probably. I mean, I'm an iPhone user, so I'm cool with it. But Android users are, I think, 50%, like right around 50% of the users in America use Androids, and 50% use Apple products. So you're losing 50% of your, as a seller, you're losing 50% of the people that you could potentially be selling to because they don't have Android on their platform. Makes no sense. What's up, Jessica? All right, let's get back into shipping. Here's a really cool sale. I knew this would sell fast, and this is something that you guys probably would skip over when you're out thrifting. This is an LL Bean denim shirt. Anytime I find a decent brand and it's denim and it's a long sleeve shirt, I usually always pick it up because these denim shirts always sell well. There's a good following just strictly for denim shirts. This was also a size large tall. We listed it last week and it sold for $22.49 plus shipping. So really good sale on that one. LL Bean denim shirt. Android users are superior. Yeah, so if I was selling on Jamble, like, Trisha wouldn't even be able to buy from me because Jamble doesn't have a way for you to even buy online. Like, there's no way. Trisha would have to go out and get an iPhone, which Trisha should probably do anyway because iPhones are better than Androids, right, Mom?
No.
What do you mean?
Nope. Holding up my Galaxy right here, my S24.
See, so Mom couldn't even watch our shows because they don't have a way for her to watch the show. So yeah, it didn't make any sense. And I tried to explain that to them, and it was like in one ear and out the other. Didn't really sit with them. So denim jackets do well too. Yes, especially if you can find like Polo Ralph Lauren denim jackets. Those are money. Those are money. Easy money. That pays his bills. That would be completely lost on an iPhone. Go Mom. Brad says go Mom. Why would we buy a copycat product? Shut up, Trisha. Go away. Next up, this sold last night too. This is an Eileen Fisher. It's brand new with tags. This is a sleeveless blouse top. That's what Kayla called it. Paid $18.16 for this, so we paid up for it, but it has silk in it, so that's why we picked it up for that much. Sold for $48 over on eBay, so really good sale right there. It was listed for $65, and it had been listed for about a month, so I got that $48 offer. I was like, yeah, I'm making a good enough profit. I'll just take it. So, what's up, consignment chats? Whatnot Sure is ahead of the game when it comes to live stream reselling, 100%. I think there's going to be other platforms that compete with them. There's things that the District app listed that I have that is a little bit more superior. For example, when I did my show on Saturday, I'm hooked up to Facebook and YouTube when I'm doing that show, but I can't read Facebook and YouTube chat from Whatnot, which doesn't make any sense. But when you're live on Listed, you can look at all the chats all at once. So that's something Whatnot needs to integrate, because I had people on Facebook asking, like, how do I buy these items? And I didn't see their comments, and I missed their comments and potential customers because I can't chat with them, because I can't see them unless I had them on like a separate screen, which potentially could happen in the future. But I mean, they should just integrate that so you can read all your chats all at the same time. So I think Listed District, I think there's potential for them to compete very, very neck and neck, or compete with them in a different way, like I just explained. So I think there will be. It's going to take a lot of time for them to be able to compete directly with Whatnot like that, but there is a lot of potential for that to happen. Next up, this is Southern Tide short sleeve, but this is an intercoastal. If you ever find intercoastal Southern Tides, pick them up. These sell really well. I only paid $3.21 for this one, and it sold for $24.99 plus ship. So, do you use Poshmark promotion, like the promoted thing? No, I don't do that. I do not suggest to do that, Robin, because that's pay per click. That's not pay per sale. That's pay per click. So, complete game changer. Yes. Yeah, I do not suggest to do Poshmark promotions. Poshmark is going to have to change their fee structure to compete. They're going to have to lose that 20% fee. And I don't know if they're going to, but to compete with the other platforms, except for eBay, Poshmark is going to have to drop that 20%. And the fact that they want you to do pay-per-click on top of that is absolutely crazy. They're already the highest fee platform, and then on top of that, they want you to pay per every person that clicks onto your listing via the promotion. That's crazy stuff. So I think with Mercari and Depop changing their fee structure, Poshmark is going to start feeling that pressure. And I think they're eventually going to go down to 10%. I think that's a smart play for Poshmark, but we'll see. Morning, watching from the doctor's office. Let's go. Appreciate you watching from the doc. Tell the doc I said hi. The doc. Next up, I think this is a Mountain Hardwear. Mountain Hardwear long sleeve. Long sleeve shirt. Paid $6.40 for this. This one sold for $24.99. Just a simple Mountain Hardwear. Kind of like it's a more of an outdoor shirt. It's not a flannel. That's why it sold this time of year, and it still sold full price. Like I said, if you guys are hopping in, you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. If not, just hang out, see what sold over the weekend. We're almost done. We got like another 10-ish items to pack up, and then we should be done and getting some work done. When's your TJ Maxx and Marshalls video coming out? We haven't filmed it yet. We were going to start filming it today, but we got news last night that the school my son goes to is closed today for because some of the teachers couldn't make their way in because they're flooded out. So tomorrow we should film that video. Kayla's already set aside some of the women's items we're going to go over, and then I'm going to go over some of the men's items. In that video, in the beginning of the video, I'm probably going to explain how to shop the sale and how the sale works and when it usually is. I've already given you guys some of that information. And then we're going to go over some of the finds that we found. Am I going to go over everything? No, it'd be a 4-hour video. But I am going to go over about 20-ish items that we found. So that way you guys get a better idea of like what we're looking for. In that video too, I'm going to explain like what not to pick up too, because there are some things you need to avoid, which I've already, some of them I've already talked about on this live. But yeah, that video will probably come out this weekend. We're probably going to film it tomorrow. I'll edit it throughout the week and put it out on Saturday or Sunday. Maybe Friday if we get done with it. Next up, Polo Ralph Lauren. Anytime you find Polo Ralph Lauren with this good pattern to it, this crazy like plaid all over pattern, pick them up. $8.03, and this sold in less than a week for $24.99 plus ship. I probably could actually listed this for more, but I kind of just wanted to sell it quick. So good sale right there, $24.99 on that Polo Ralph Lauren. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's easy money. That's easy money. It's an older label too. It's not even a newer label. That sold really fast. Do you increase your price on Poshmark since the fees are high? No, I keep them the same. I'm just more... I just don't accept as many offers on Poshmark. Typically, if somebody lowballs me on Poshmark, I just decline. I used to counter, but there's no point anymore. I just decline their offer. I had somebody this weekend get mad at me because I was declining their offer. It was a $65 item, and their offer started at $20, and I just kept declining. And they got up to 40, and I kept declining. And then they messaged me and said, "Why aren't you countering?" I said, "Because you started so low. If I counter $10 off, you're just going to go $10 higher, and we're going to meet in the middle, and I can't meet in the middle on this item. It has to be higher. So just give me your highest offer, and I'll accept if it's good enough. If not, then I'll just decline it, and you can go find somebody else's." I really wish eBay would change their fee structure and remove the store subscriptions. I think eBay should do that too. It doesn't make much sense to have a store subscription on a platform like eBay when every other platform doesn't have a store subscription. So obviously they have a lot more shareholders and they have a lot more people in their ear than the other platforms do because they're, one of the biggest, right behind Amazon. So will that happen? Probably not, but they should. Why don't you batch print your labels? I could batch print my labels, but I would have to go through and weigh them all, and then I couldn't talk about each one on live. It'd be a lot harder to go through and talk about each one. I also sell on 4 platforms. So I sold on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. So I'm already printing the other ones one by one. I might as well just do eBay one by one. But yes, I could save time if I did batch printing. I've been getting a lot of lowball offers on Posh lately. Same here. Lots and lots of lowball offers on Posh. But I just decline them. There's nothing you can do. It's part of the game over on Poshmark. Next up, we got some Rock Revival women's jeans. These are women's size 24, super low size. But we only paid $7.47. That's about all I would pay for these is $8 because these are a harder sell because they're so small. They still sold for $26.99, but these were listed for like 6 months. We've had these for quite a long time before they sold. So why? Because they're such a small size. You got to find that right buyer. So. The 2 stores for arbitrage were wiped out by me. I mentioned I work. A few days later, getting a lot of flippers plus regulars by me. Yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, if you're talking about TJ Maxx, I don't know if you're talking about TJ Maxx or you're talking about like a Goodwill, but yes, you might have to travel to get to the best stores. And I know you're dealing with some health issues and stuff like that limits you from traveling. But when we go shopping, I don't think people realize this. Some of you have been here before, you've heard this before, but some of the newer people don't realize we travel an hour away usually to hit the best stores. So anytime you see my videos where I'm finding the items I'm finding, just know that some of those stores I had to travel an hour or more to get to. And we do that 2 to 3 times a week. So you do have to sometimes travel to get to the best stores. Yeah. I wish I had a store right next to me that was really good that I could just go to every morning, but it just doesn't happen like that. Usually you're not that lucky. Ethan lives right by a good store, so Ethan should go to the same store every day. Next up, we got some Maeve. These are Maeve Colette pants. Anytime you find the Colette Maeves, always pick them up. They sell really fast. So we listed these for $6.69, and within an hour, I got a $30 offer on these, and I took it. So $6.69 into $30, super fast sale. I love selling these. Anytime Kayla finds these, we even pay up for them because they sell super duper fast. Maeve Colette pants. I also saw some comments this weekend on somebody's post. You guys probably know who it is. That people think I fake my finds. It's funny. I laugh when it's hilarious because I literally go live thrifting and I show you guys like me picking up items, and then I have people like commenting like, yeah, K-Wake fakes all his finds. He plants all his finds. The fact that people think that I go to the thrift store beforehand and ask the thrift store to place items for me, and then I go there and find them on video is actually hilarious. It's actually hilarious because most of my finds are found on live. So basically what you're saying is like when I'm standing in line with all the other resellers in line behind me, I basically just like politely ask them, hey, listen, there's going to be a Harley jacket and there's going to be Yeezys in the store, okay? but the thrift store put them there for me. So please don't touch those items because those are for my video and I need those there. I need those there so I can make my video. People, it's funny. I just get a good laugh out of it. Like, yeah, we have to travel literally an hour to go to these stores. That's how we get these finds, is we find these stores that are really good and we travel to them. That's how we find them. Lululemon. Women's Lululemon. This didn't have a size on it, so we had to take a pit to pit. We put that in the listing, told the buyer to make sure they look at the sizes and all that stuff to figure out if this is going to fit for them. Paid only $3.19 for this, and it sold for $17.99 plus shipping. So, yeah, the worker's not paid enough to do that. Yeah. What's funny is, I'm giving you guys a little inside information too. Red, White, and Blue actually reached out. Well, I reached out to them because they made a couple social media profiles, and we're in talks of doing a collab. So just wait until I do a collab with them. Then people are really going to think I get my finds planted. It's just funny. So how do you know where the best stores? So it just depends on your area. You just have to go from store to store and figure out which ones are the best. And it changes a lot. So there was a store in my area, a Goodwill, that used to be really good. It still is good for shoes, but it's not good for clothing anymore. I used to fill carts there every single week. I used to go there on my days off when I worked at the post office and literally fill a cart to the top. And now I can't do that. I only find like 3 or 4 items every time I go. So just know, just hit all the stores in your area and go to towns outside your area too and check those stores, because if you find a store like we find, the stores that we go to, that is an hour and a half away, it's well worth it to drive an hour and a half to spend $1,000 in one store, as opposed to staying in your area and only spending $100 at 10 stores, because you got to spend all that time driving and finding those items, whereas you could have just drove an hour there and an hour back and filled a cart. So that's up to you in your area. You got to figure out where the best ones are in your area. Brittany says, "Hi, Mom."
Hi, Brittany.
How do you list Lululemon? No size. So what we do is we put in the description, the pit to pit, top to bottom, all the measurements, and then we tell the buyer to refer to measurements before they purchase. So, yeah, I missed a bunch of comments. I have 3 TJ Maxx, 20 minutes from me, only 5 away. Ross right next. Yeah, we have Rosses near me, but Rosses aren't as good as TJ Maxx in my opinion. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys find good stuff at Ross? Because I hardly ever find good stuff at Ross. Come on, Wayne. Don't you know you pay the staff? Yes, I pay the staff. That's exactly what I do. I hand the staff like an extra $10 because I usually get paid $10 per video when I put them out on TikTok. So I just give them my $10 TikTok. It's crazy people think that. But yeah, good old Fisher Flips. Fisher Flips. It's actually not him. It was somebody in his comment section that was saying that, and I blocked that person too, so they don't have to see any more of my fake finds. As soon as I saw that comment, I was like, give me that guy's username. I couldn't look at it because Fish got me blocked, even though he says he doesn't have me blocked, but he has me blocked, so I can't read any of his comments. But yeah, as soon as I found out who that other dude was, I blocked him too, so he doesn't have to see any of my fake finds. Next up, Tommy Bahama. This one has a stain on it, so we had to list it a little bit lower. Paid $10.15. I got a $20 offer. I took it. It's silk, but again, it has that stain on it, so that hurts the value. Still made a little bit of money though. TJ Maxx way better, in my opinion. Yes. TJ Maxx. Also, Nordstrom Rack. If you guys haven't tried Nordstrom Rack, I would try that store. Lately, their sales have not been good at all, so I really haven't got anything from Nordstrom. But if you have one in your area, you might want to try it every once in a while because they do get super high-end brands in there. I'm talking like Gucci, like crazy brands in there. Veronica Beard, things like that. They get good stuff, but you're usually going to have to pay up a little bit for it. So, Joey dress. Is that Joey? Is that how you pronounce that? Dress for retail $348. Nice. Yeah, I've been to a couple Rosses. I just find that I go into Ross, and if I do find anything, it's like one item. Whereas if I go to TJ Maxx, there's a good chance I'm going to find like a handful of items, so I don't really go. No to Ross. Yeah, everybody's saying no. Some people are saying yes. Have you gone to the Clear the Rack days? Yes, but again, so before COVID happened, Nordstrom Rack used to be good. It used to be great. Their Clear the Rack events, their online sales used to be amazing. And then after COVID, their prices spiked, and now you really can't find much to resell. There's not a lot. Can you still find stuff? Yes, but not a lot of good stuff. It's just like right after COVID, they spiked all their prices. It's weird because they're not really a store that should spike their prices, although TJ Maxx and Marshalls also spiked their prices on certain brands. Like Polo Ralph Lauren polos used to be $30, and now when you go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls, they're $50. So they spiked prices on some brands, but other brands they actually lowered the prices on, and I can actually pick them up full price and still make a profit. So yeah, just it was weird how that all happened, but yeah. Next up, we got some. Is this the right one? Yeah. These are Joe's jeans. These are brand new with tags. Joe's jeans. I picked these up for $16.05, and these sold for $49.99. What's up, Amy? You clean items before listing, not brand new items like this, but items with stains or bad smells we will wash. Should do a spoof video, picking up George and Faded Glory. Yes, that would make them really mad. I don't want to do that though. There's other people that make those types of videos, like comedy videos, and I think they're funny, and I think there's purpose for them. But I don't want to make those videos because then if somebody's watching me and they don't understand that that's a joke. Like when I showed Barry D and I said that he walked around the store and he asked me if I had a bidet, people actually thought that was legit. But if I said that, like, pick up George, people might actually think to pick up George, and I don't want that to happen. Then they come to me and be like, "Hey, I picked up that brand you told us to pick up." Some people can't see through the jokes, so yeah. I've gone shopping with this guy. He is for real. He buys all the clearance in the store. Oh, what's up, Dad? Dad, what are you doing? Dad's on Facebook right now. Dad, that's the first time you ever showed up on live. Let's go. Next up, we got a Bowden piece. Yeah, I do buy all the clearance, you know. Bowden piece. Picked this up for $3.48, and this sold for $14.99. Yes, my dad's in the chat. It's like, what? I saw his profile picture. I was like, what is this? Like, is this somebody? Because we have the same name except for the middle name. I was like, is this somebody trying to fake me? Somebody. This is like a. Bearded has a couple accounts now that are faking him. I think Surf's had an account that's faking him. Juliet has an account that's faking her. So I thought that was a fake account, but it's not. So ask me how I knew it was your dad. Probably from the profile picture. You probably saw the profile. You guys are crazy. All right, that one's shipping out. We only got a few more orders left. I'm not going to ship out the trains that sold. I'm going to do those after the live because, like I said, they're just easier to do off live than they are to do on live. I'll show you which train sold, and I have a couple more clothing pieces, and then we're done. Appreciate everybody hanging out the whole time. We got like 100 peeps hanging out. Next up, we got a pair of Carrots leggings. These sold really fast too. We just listed these. Paid $4.28, and these sold for $22.49. The brand is Carrots. It's spelled Kerrits. Anytime Kayla finds these, she always picks them up and sells them. So, has a storm passed you? We're still getting bans. We're going to be getting bans for like the next, day, but it's more sporadic right now. Yesterday was pretty crazy. So it was the first time I've ever thought that we were going to flood because the whole backyard was flooded. The whole street. If you guys see my Instagram stories and my Facebook stories, you'll see that the whole street was just a lake. It was just like water. We could have got a tube and like floated down the street. And then our pond that's right by our house was completely full. First time I've ever seen that happen too. So I thought for a second there we were going to flood if it kept raining, but luckily it stopped and it's dry now. Everything's got soaked in, but it rained for like 3 straight hours, like downpoured, and it didn't give time for the ground to soak up the water. So we were starting to get flooded. We live in the Tampa Bay area for anybody who doesn't know, so we had the brunt of the storm yesterday. I have a decent amount of inventory that I acquired for free, not bolos, worth it to photograph and list. Ditch and buy the bolos. You can list those, Jessica, just know you have to list them a little bit lower to get them to sell faster. That's what I would challenge you to do, is just get those items out. Don't look to get full price for them, but if you get offers on them, you got them for free, just sell them, especially if they're not the greatest of brands. List them lower and just get them gone ASAP. Are you still doing store reviews? Maybe I'll do a store review live tomorrow. We've just been super busy. Last week we had the TJ Maxx thing that happened, so we were gone all day, pretty much Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And the kids are still out of school. So I might wait until the next week and wait till the kids go back to school. Then I'll have more time. I probably should have waited till the kids went back to school before I started doing that anyway. We were in Asheville food, 10 inches of rain. There's nowhere to go when it's that much. Yes, I think we got like 6 or 7 inches of rain yesterday. But luckily we have a pond right by our house. There's other areas that are literally right down the street from us that were completely underwater. Like apartments were completely underwater. It was crazy. Next up, got to Untuck It. This is brand new with tags. Picked this up online arbitrage for, I believe it was like $17. I have to go back and look. I don't have it in there. This sold for $45. Really good. Just a linen Untuck It floral shirt. Are you okay? How much for the shirt? What's up, Surfs? What's up, Surfs? Surfs is in the house. Surfs, we were talking about your Depop account. We were talking about your very successful Depop account earlier today. At what price would you list these polos under market or at market? Oh wait, I just got a huge haul, new tag and original packaging, 60 polos for $833 a unit overall. Brand has 119 listed, 160. So I would price, David, I would price those at around 60. That's over 100% sell-through rates. Anytime I see 100% sell-through rate, I'll price top of the market. Reason being is all the ones that are under market will sell super fast, and then yours will start selling after theirs. So with that, I would list right around $60. 50 to 60, whatever you want. But yeah, you've got a good item if they have 100% sell-through rate. So list high. List high with 100%. All right, one more. Oh, we're missing one. Kayla forgot to grab an item. Oh well, I'll grab it after this. We sold a pair of Spanx houndstooth pants for $3, or no, $22.49. We paid $3.19 for those. And the last clothing item we sold was this Robert Graham. This is like an all-over print Robert Graham, really good loud pattern. These are the patterns you're looking for with Robbie G. Paid $8 for this in a bulk buy, and this sold for $44.99 plus shipping. A really, really good sale. And then I'll go over the 2 trains, and then we'll be done. And then we'll be on to listing. I would show you guys Joey today, but I think he doesn't have any shirt on. Maybe I'll still show him. I'm not on TikTok. It doesn't matter. I can show Joe Bro. You guys want to see Joe Bro? I need 3 yeses in the chat, and I'll show you guys Joe Bro. Bring them on. All right, that one's gonna ship. It was a men's 2XL, by the way, too, so that's why that sold for so much. It was a good size, good print, all that good stuff. See out there?
Yeah.
Bring in Joe Bro. Let you guys hang out with Joe Bro. All right, train sale. This one, $325 is what we paid for it. Sold for $19.99. And then this train paid $325 again. I paid $325 for all my trains. This is just like a flat car, and it sold for $16.19 plus shipping. $16.19 plus shipping. All right, let me go grab Joe Bro, and then we'll sign off. Go see where he is. Hey, Joey. Come here. Come here, stinky boy. You want to say hi to everybody?
No.
Come here. You want to say hi to everybody on the computer?
No.
You don't want to? Come here. And you can help me with packages. You want to help me bring packages outside?
No.
What? Why are you angry? Look, they want to say hi to you, though. Look. Do you see them? Do you see yourself? You got itchy nose? Who's that? Who's that boy?
Joey.
That's you. That's Joey. Are we going to go jump on the trampoline in a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's raining outside. We got to wait for it to stop raining.
Look at she fell.
Yeah, a tree fell on the trampoline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody boom it off.
No, it should probably fell from the tree above it.
What?
What? Yeah.
I mean, was bad guy for?
No, no
Did
bad
you?
guy did it. It was just raining. You didn't hear the rain last night?
No, the father put that sheet down.
The thunder did it?
Yeah.
Was it blue thunder?
That was bad thunder.
It was red thunder?
That was bad thunder.
Joey, how old are you?
And feet.
You're not 3 yet. Say, I'm 2.
Hi,
Can you hold up 2 fingers and say, I'm 2?
Shoot.
Are you going to help me take out the packages?
No.
What? You don't want to help me?
Why don't you go find my real Bigfoot monster truck?
You're going to go find your Bigfoot monster truck? Can you say bye to everybody?
I still.
Oh, you still want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to talk about? What are you doing?
I'm gonna stick my tongue out.
You were sticking your tongue out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're crazy. They don't want to see your tongue. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
My eyes.
I don't have any problems. I just shipped out a bunch of stuff on eBay. Didn't have any issues. What are you doing?
Ah.
You're just sticking out your tongue. You're grossing them out. They say you're gross. You're gross.
I'm a little
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna sign off, and then we'll go take the packages out. Okay? Can I get your neck? All right. I'll be out there in a second. You gonna stay here, or you want to say bye? You can say bye. Let's have you say bye. You can sign off. You say bye bye.
Bye.
Say bye bye. Love you.
Bye bye. Love you.
All right. Adios, everybody. I'll be live tomorrow morning.
I'll be bye. Bye bye.